Cyclone Bilge Joy is approaching the coastal areas of Pakistan and India, prompting warnings and precautions from authorities. In Pakistan, the National Disaster Management Authority has urged the public to stay away from shorelines as the cyclone is expected to intensify in the next 24 hours and impact southern and southeastern parts of Sindh on June 30. The Pakistan Meteorological Department has declared the cyclone an extremely severe cyclonic storm and warned of strong winds, torrential rains, and potential floods in coastal areas. The PMD forecasts the cyclone to cross between 𝗀𝐻 and the Indian Gujarat coast on June 15 as a very severe cyclonic storm. The Indian Meteorological Department has also issued alerts for its Saurashtra and Kutch coast. Authorities advise people to follow guidance from local authorities and avoid venturing into the open sea. Both Pakistani and Indian populations are exposed to the cyclone, with vulnerable individuals totaling over 300,000. Meanwhile, at least 27 people died across 𝗲𝘄𝑆𝘆 due to torrential rains. Severe weather conditions characterized by heavy rainfall and strong winds have caused devastating incidents, such as the collapse of structures and trees, leading to the unfortunate loss of life and property. Fitch Ratings suggests that Pakistan is unlikely to devalue its currency further, citing eased pressure on the rupee. The stability of the currency and controlled reserves indicate minimal interventions for support. Negotiations are underway to restart a $6.7 billion IMF bailout, with currency market issues needing resolution. Despite a significant decline this year, Pakistani authorities highlight stable dollar reserves. Fitch predicts a contraction in the economy before a slight rebound. Pakistan holds a 𝗀𝐶C+ rating by Fitch on the long-term foreign currency IDR scale. A Sri Lankan cricket board official told AFP that Asia Cup matches involving India may be shifted to Sri Lanka as India has refused to visit Pakistan. The Asian Cricket Council is expected to announce the new venue for India's games in the upcoming 50-over tournament in September. The official stated that it is highly likely that some matches will be held in Sri Lanka, but confirmation is still pending. Despite facing an economic crisis and seeking an IMF bailout, Sri Lanka's board has expressed readiness to host the Asia Cup matches. The Pakistan Cricket Board had threatened to boycott the World Cup if the Asia Cup was not played in Pakistan. The BCCI is exploring options for a neutral venue. Other participating nations in the Asia Cup are Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and Nepal. Saudi Arabia's Energy Minister Prince Abdul Aziz bin Salman has stated that the latest OPEC+ agreement is aimed at comprehensive reform while addressing uncertainties in the market. Speaking at a conference in Riyadh, he emphasized the need for market stability and readiness. As OPEC's largest exporter, Saudi Arabia announced a voluntary production cut of 1 million barrels per day for July. The collective production target for 2024 was lowered, and participating countries extended voluntary cuts until the end of 2024. The United Arab Emirates secured a higher output quota, resolving tensions within the group. Despite Saudi Arabia's supply cut pledge, global economic concerns led to a decline in oil prices for a second consecutive week. Iran's supreme leader Ayatullah Ali Khamenei stated that a deal with the West on Tehran's nuclear work is possible as long as the country's nuclear infrastructure remains intact. Talks between Iran and the United States to revive the 2015 nuclear agreement have been at a standstill since September, with both sides accusing each other of unreasonable demands. Khamenei's approval comes after reports of a potential interim deal were denied. The 2015 agreement restricted Iran's uranium enrichment in exchange for the lifting of international sanctions. Former US President Donald Trump withdrew from the pact in 2018, leading Iran to exceed nuclear restrictions. Khamenei reaffirmed Iran's stance of not seeking nuclear weapons and urged Iranian authorities to work with the UN nuclear watchdog while respecting the country's law that allows suspension of inspections if sanctions are not lifted. The International Atomic Energy Agency recently reported limited progress in resolving disputed issues with Iran.